Today is gonna be a great day. I'm gonna take the engine out of the E36 and we're gonna finally get on with this swap. Here's the car. I'm about to take it out and put it on the lift and we're gonna begin work. I'm gonna show you guys today how to take out the engine out of E36 and put a S52 M3 swap. First thing we're gonna do is drain the fluids. I'll start by draining the coolant and then I'll drain the oil. The transmission on these engines are sealed, so I don't need to drain that. Next thing we're doing is to remove the oil. For this we will need an 18mm socket. We hold long stream of oil. Next we're going to remove the wheels. I got the brake calipers removed. Then I zip tie into the brake lines over here on the hard line part. That way they're out of the way. We're gonna remove the whole subframe with engine. So we take the top of the strut off, remove the sway bar mounts, and then all the bushings in the bottom, and it all comes out with the engine. The next thing we're doing, we're removing the ECU. So it has this wire harness, the ECU is inside, goes over the engine, and also has a fuse box panel. Before that I removed the wipers. They're in the way, so you got this little bolts that hold this into place. Then once that's out, the whole thing just swings forward. You have battery connection right here. This plug also just comes right off like so. There's a ground right there, and we'll just leave the whole harness with the engine when we pull it out. Now that we got all the harnesses off, got all the cables here, throttle cables has been removed, throttle stays on the intake manifold. We took the radiator off. Next we are removing the AC compressor. Then we gotta go from the bottom and remove the fuel lines and remove the drivetrain components. One really cool thing is that I have my friend Nabo here. He's giving me a hand to take the engine off. It's really hard to take it off on myself, so good thing I had him come on a Sunday and giving me a hand with this so I can get the video done in time. Now we got the car in the air. Now what's gonna be removing the AC condenser. I need to get the subframe bolts loose. Strut tower's already loose. You gotta get the sway bar out. Then the lollipops for the lower control arm. This bar that's here. Transmission mounts. Drive shaft gotta come out. The shifter linkage has to come off from here. Just one little clip. And there's another clip all the way to the transmission for the shifter rod. The exhaust, well, yeah, it's already not there. This is this little piece that came with the car. And the last thing I gotta do on the bottom is to remove the fuel lines. While I was taking apart the engine, I realized that the head gasket wasn't blown. It was actually that they installed the hoses backwards on the intake. I will show you guys what happened now. Here we have the intake manifold on the M50 engine. Notice you have 3 hoses on the bottom of the intake manifold. 2 of them are coolant hoses. 1 goes connected to the air intake. Now, this one goes to the coolant tube. This one was connected to the air intake. You can see it was sucking coolant, and that's why the guy thought that he had a blown head gasket after they replaced the clutch. Clutch doesn't work, it doesn't release completely, so it slips the whole time. Either way, the engine had to come out or whatever. We had to change the clutch. It might also just change everything and just put the SCT2, which has an M3 transmission and it's an M3 engine, plus you got Bigboost. The M50 engine is out. Complete engine swap. Here we have the subframe behind. Now I just gotta clean this up because it's a little bit greasy. And then I'll install the SCT2 back in it.
It's my time now.
No, you're supposed to be helping me put this in the car. Oh, by the way, I actually have the SCT2 in the subframe, ready to mount. I love this logo. So now we're gonna lower the car onto the engine and see how it fits. When you look at that, it's almost in. Let me know how it looks. And here we have the final piece. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video now. Next video I will show you guys how to install gauges on an E36 And then also I got some footage working on Nicole's S13.